Is that a baton in your pocket? Are you just happy to see me? She put the short.
Hey guys, welcome to the Rookie Girls Talk podcast with Rayna and pretty much this is basically going to be about the rookie, everything about the rookie.
And everything in between.
Go ahead and tell them like the majority of like what we'll be talking about and everything.
Wait, I had it written down somewhere. No, I didn't. It's in my head. We're gonna be talking about everything the rookie, our favorite ships, Chenford and Lopez, of course, our lovely wives, Angela and Lucy, and everything else behind the scenes, our favorite clips from the episodes, and even the most intense moments. But we'll get into all the juicy bits.
And stay tuned because in one of the following episodes, we will be having
We'll have a special
drumroll,
show of
drumroll please on that. We will be having Dylan, who played Tamara. Um, we will be getting a cameo from her, and she will be popping in. And we will be having special guests sometimes.
yeah, we'll have some special guests. We'll some of hopefully your favorite creators, and if you guys have any recommendations of people, or if you guys want maybe to join us for a little bit, we'll have some
And definitely comment down below. Tell us anything. We're open to a lot. Just let us know.
yeah, just some feedback. And we'll get right into it.
First, we're going to basically like talk about ourselves just for a couple minutes so you can get to know us.
A little bit.
Okay, so my name is Verena, and I am the brilliant person who thought of this, and my lovely co-host, Allie, of course. Um, we'll be talking about. We will say a couple of our favorite things.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'll start with my favorite color. My favorite color is blue, and what about you?
my favorite. Okay, there's pink.
Okay, my favorite food. Okay, I'm gonna be so real with you guys.
This
I
is
will eat mainly anything.
love.
Okay,
Yeah,
but if I had to choose, definitely it would be anything spicy. I love spicy food.
love that. For me, I'm like sweets, so like candy's like my fave. Like if y'all gotta get on my good side, just buy me candy. Like,
Yeah.
but like favorite food would probably be like pasta or something, like an actual meal.
Right. Okay, my favorite, let's talk about favorite subject, like favorite subject in school or whatever. I'm gonna be so real. I love English, but I hate math. I could not,
Twins.
I cannot do that. Math is a no-go. I'm sorry.
Not. I I do musical theater, so like English kind of corresponds with that. So, but I low key hate. I if you get me into a good book, I'll read it, but I don't like to read. I just think I can't read, so that's I don't like it. But anything math, get it out. I don't like math.
I literally have a whole college readiness math class, and it's freaking sucks.
Bro, can't do it. Can't do it.
And then the last one, we will be talking about our top three favorite rookie characters. Okay. Um, they're not going to be in order because there is no order with these. I just love them so much. So she's going to go first.
Me? Okay. It changes all the time. So like if one of your favorite characters is not on the list, it will be at some point. Um
Or has been.
Now it would have to be because of this season, she's just been so iconic. Miss Angela Lopez, our girl.
You know,
Raina.
favorite lover.
Um, he's always going to be on this list. I guarantee you, these next two people are always going to be on the list because I met them. We'll talk about that later. But um, Mr. Tim Bradford and Miss Lucy Chen, always. Um, and if you guys don't know by now, Chenford's my favorite couple. We'll get into everything about everyone, but Chenford's my favorite. All right, go ahead, Raina.
And this is kind of so iconic because that whole entire list is literally mine too. See,
And
this is why this is why we're like this. We're this close because we love the same people.
Jeez.
Okay, so without further ado,
Let's just get
let's
into
get straight into this. Okay, so we will be talking about the recent episode.
the episode of season 7 by far, in my opinion.
Exactly. We'll be going over season 7, episode 6.
Big.
Yeah. So, let's just get straight into it. So, the first thing we'll be talking about is the proposal in graffiti that happened.
Just so like that's true love right there. That guy would break the law for her.
And that's so iconic because Tim needs to do that for Lucy. Okay?
I saw someone, the hot take is that I will get into more of Chenford, but somebody said that Tim is gonna like, with all of the small doses that he's been like, we haven't seen them. Where are the small doses, sir? Where?
We only got big dose, but we'll be talking about that later.
We're gonna get into that. That's a big dose. That's a big dose.
For real.
We need to see more of that, but I love how Miles took out the phone and immediately started recording.
You know what we call that? We call that a win, okay? We love you, Miles.
We love that.
I'm gonna be so real. In the beginning, Miles was giving me iffy vibes because, like, I'm like,
I liked in the beginning here. In the beginning, I liked Seth more than Miles, but now my opinion on them has changed because
exactly.
Seth here. So that's a
I'm
no-no.
sorry, Seth, but I don't. How dare you lie to your girl, Lucy Chin? What is going on with you?
One who disses my girl like that, who does that to my girl, you're out. You're out.
We're out of here. What are you doing with your life?
That's a the parking lot. Just just kidding.
Okay, but like that is so iconic for him to do that. Like you are literally proposing to your girlfriend in graffiti. Like that is a different level of love.
Whole new level right there.
Literally.
So the next thing, it's on everyone's mind. The hashtag grumpy cop.
That was literally the funniest thing I have saw like from the past week.
And Rookie ABC posting everyone, the cast, doing the hashtag grumpy cop face. What? I forgot their names for a second. Alyssa and Melissa ate with that. Ate.
No, for real. And the way Elizabeth was trying so hard, she was trying so hard to be mad, but it was so adorable.
Sweet for that. She can't.
It was just like, and I'm just like, you're so adorable.
You're cute. You're cute.
Literally freaking cute. And this kind of corresponds with our next little bit. Turn in your ex day, okay?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let me just say something. The reason why this corresponds with hashtag Grumpy Cup was because every time Tim was trying to get them to get out, she goes, hashtag Grumpy Cup?
The
Don't
way
forget about it.
she's like, sir. I'm like, excuse me, it's not Tim. It's not Sergeant Bradford, it's sir.
Exactly. Like,
Well, I love that.
okay, and Sergeant Grey is so iconic for getting them two to do it.
Because he knows I
He
bet
knew what he was doing.
station him and Angela are the number one Chenford shippers in the whole thing. So Grade's like, I'm gonna assign them to this to hopefully put some
Okay, theory, right? Theory. Um, Sergeant Grey wants them back together.
so bad. And I saw an interview. Richard they were doing I think TV Line was doing the interview, but he's like, Gray sees Lucy as a daughter and he thinks that Tim isn't good enough. But I low key think that Gray knows that they're happier together. And so by them being together, it's like everyone's happier, including the audience. Like everyone's happier.
Not only that, freaking Lucy is so much happier, smiley with Tim.
And we know he did wrong. He did her. in the most worst possible way. Not that we wanted them to break up, absolutely not. But for him to say that she deserves better, and by him dictating that, it kind of just blew everything out of proportions. But I within the next couple episodes, I do want to see him kind of putting her first, which we have sort of seen with
Hmm.
him and her being a new TO and everything. So I would just love to see him kind of putting in those small doses and
Exactly.
taking back on his word, you know?
Exactly.
What's next on our list?
You can go ahead and go. What do you have on your mind?
This is again more Tim Bradford talk, but we love him, so it's okay.
Right.
Um, Jenny is back, which I love.
I
For
am so happy she's back. Okay, for her little drop in.
her to be like,
Although I felt kind of bad because nobody wanted her after the fact that they found out Tim was her brother. Like, that's horrible.
if I was a guy and I was a cop and I was at that gala, I would smash, smash.
No, for I would have taken you, okay?
Yes,
I might have taken Angela first, even though her husband is Wesley, but you're right after, I swear.
fine. You're in line.
You are.
They're dynamic together. Like it just Tim being an older brother just makes so much sense to like be like sort of protective of her and for her to be like be my wingman. Like I thought that was so
Wing woman at its finest, okay?
he did he didn't do the best job, but that's okay. That's
He
okay.
did his one. He did his one.
He brought her to the gala. That was what she that was her.
And one thing that this next one, oh my God, because I know we're all hoping for this in the next episode, where Selena was like, "I hear we're getting Ray next week," and as we all know, in the
Yeah.
interview that we saw, I don't remember who it was from. Do you
Yeah,
remember?
remember, but I know what you're getting at.
Yeah, but they did an interview where they were talking about, they were like, "Oh, I heard something about a Chinford kiss," and then he's just like looking all shy and everything, and we're just like, "Oh, we know something now."
I
And with her saying, "I hear we're getting rain next week,"
it just yeah.
it's
It's
fine.
And it's too perfect to not. And I have a theory. I'm going to talk about this later because we will get into a little bit of kind of some theories for next week's episode coming up.
Definitely at the end of this podcast, we will be talking about our theories for next week's
So I'll
video.
get a little bit more about that.
Mhm.
But Hanford Rainkiss would heal me because this week has been on everyone's mind what happened with Hanford. And
But we will be talking about that a little bit later.
we'll get
But
into
we
that.
will be talking about it. Trust me, we have a lot to say.
I've been seeing a lot of different um point of views on what people think how Chenford's gonna get back, if they're gonna get back. And what I think, Tim's gonna do this big thing where he's gonna be like, I think it's gonna happen in the rain because it's gonna rain next week. Not
Exactly.
I don't because I'm on the fence. I don't know if I want it now or later in the season because like for the storyline purpose. Of course, me as a person wants it now, immediately. But
Exactly. But I feel like they're gonna slow burn it again.
yes. So I don't
Like, I don't know if I want slow burn or I don't know if I want it now.
I
Okay?
don't know what way the showrunners have done this because Alexi Hawley, it can go either way with him. Like you never know.
Exactly.
So but we will get more into Chenford in a little bit. Do you have anything you want to say, to add, to talk about?
We oh, what about that Scott guy?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
who first of all, why would you ghost Selena?
Exactly.
What's wrong with you?
Good.
And then you want to text her the day of Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Like, that's actually insane. And then
I,
they made out.
exactly. Like if it were me, a guy who ghosts me. No, no,
Done.
because no matter how much I love you, had the urge to stop talking to me and cut off all communication. That's the end game. Because like you had the urge to ghost me in the first place. So like there's no way you're getting a second chance after that.
Exactly. And we all love Selena.
Of
We,
course.
but I guess she had to get her little one.
And
And we applaud you.
she's happy. Um,
As long as she's happy, that's all that matters.
basically. Yeah.
Honestly.
What um we can talk a little bit about Nolan and Bailey.
Oh,
Um
yes.
man.
A lot happened with Nolan and Bailey.
So
In a singular episode, a lot happened.
it went from 0 to 100 in a good 5 seconds. Because I think Nolan handled the situation very wrong.
He
Because
did.
hearing Bailey out and being like, why? And just letting Bailey talk. He kind of just got upset and sort of just shut down and got upset, which it's rightfully so because she did send a text to a hitman, which is
Crazy.
mean, but she was worried about her psycho ex-husband trying to kill her. So there's
Was more worried about her life than keeping a secret, and I totally get that because obviously this man is trying to kill you, so you have all rights to
you
at least keep silent about it. I do get that, and then there's like a little part of me that just like, I mean, yeah, you should have told him, but at the same time, knowing Nolan, he's more of a goody two shoes cop to where he will be like, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing this, we have to go about this the right way. But sometimes you can't go about things the right way because it will probably get you seriously hurt.
yeah, the way that when they were talking on the roof, they like Nolan was just like, well, Bailey was like, "Who's asking my husband or a cop?"
Yeah,
And
I felt so bad.
because I'm like, unpopular opinion, and I know I might get some hate for this. Bailey isn't my favorite character. Like I've sort of
Mhm.
had an episode, she's not my favorite. There has been some times where I'm like, okay, I love her. There's sometimes where I'm just like, she's not my favorite, but I do feel for her. I
Mhm.
I get where she's coming from in the sense that like she was so scared for herself that she couldn't even think in that moment. And the way that she just broke even still, I think she's too panicked because she's
Mhm.
being on the edge, where now she's just like, she can't let that go.
And not only that, she literally got kidnapped from him the week prior. So I can understand why she would want to be talking with the hitman to want him to like be gone because she physically can't do anything, as you could see. She tried, first of all, she is freaking great with what she did. Like,
Right.
we love you. Like, you did so good. And she went to the hospital and everything and still made it out the end. Like,
You got hit by a car, you got kidnapped, and again, she said some risky text. Yes, okay, that's 1,000% illegal, and yes, it's a problem that your husband is a cop, but to me, it's just a little bit more important that she feels safe and knowing because if she would have, I think both of them could have handled the situation better, of course, but it's too, there's too much going on in her.
exactly. It's like two things hand in hand. Like, I understand both sides. On one hand, Bailey is just trying to look out for herself. She doesn't want to die, baby. I don't want you to die either. And on the other hand, Nolan, he he could have about it a different way. He could have sat down and talked to her and be like, um, yeah,
Process.
he could have talked to her and been like, why did you do this? We sit down and talk about it instead of just rationally fighting about it. But yeah, the next thing I think is very funny, which I think we should talk about, is the tiger exchange thing.
Coming. I knew it was coming.
Like, first of all, can we talk about how Lucy was so cute about it? She like looked and she's like, "Oh my God, what kind of tiger?" Like, it was absolutely adorable.
I love, and the scene before. where Lucy and Tim are sitting in the van waiting for I think his name was Matthew, whatever.
I think that was his name.
And Lucy's like, "Are you bringing someone to the gala?" And Tim just immediately says, "Yeah, I'm bringing," and then the van pulls up. And I was just like, "Tim, there's no way you didn't finish your sentence to let her overthink too, that you were bringing a date, not your sister."
I'm saying, I know she had like a trillion questions, and I know you could see the look on her face. She looked so sad. She was like, "So are you bringing somebody else? Are you bringing another woman? Do you like somebody else now?" Like,
Me,
1,000 things definitely were going through her head. And yeah,
I'm obsessed with the fact that I don't know, it's just the comedic relief with the tiger and the way Tim opens it. That's not jewelry. It's a tiger. And then Lucy's like, "What kind?" Like
I
that
know she's like golden retriever, like 100%.
for Black Cat vibes 100%.
And continued to be talking about the tiger whenever they were in the interrogation room, and when Tim was like, "You should, okay, so since she did this to you, if you want to get back at her, you should." And then Lucy's just on the sideline. She's like, "Do not do this, do not do that to her," was giving me major flashbacks of, "Please don't do this. Why are you doing this?" And I'm like, I'm getting major Chinford breakup freaking backlash, and I'm just like, why?
Of parallels that this episode has just and
Oh,
the
no.
doesn't even have to they don't even have to say anything, but you can tell on Tim's face, you can tell on Lucy's face that the words that people are choosing to say about, especially on Valentine's Day of all days, because we remember episode 5 or season 5, that Valentine's Day episode, it that made us all so happy. But think about it, a year ago they were the happiest couple ever. To a year now, they're healing, but they're still in that, oop, my phone's gonna die. Um, they're still in that awkward spot where like
Right?
back to 100%. They're not um where they should be. So it's
And talking along with the exchange, like before,
yes.
like, this was whenever, like, the girl who told him, where
Mhm.
it was like, "You don't put your drama on someone you love."
Tim's face. Yeah,
A knife went through my heart.
yeah.
I'm like, the absolute, I know both of them were, I know Tim was just like, "Well,
Mhm.
you didn't have to call me out like that," because I
Yeah,
know
like
it
how
was like,
did you know? How did you know my life?
right? And I'm just sitting here like, I feel absolutely bad because you could see the
Mhm.
look on Lucy's face. You
Exactly.
could see it.
And going along with Turn In Your Ex Day and Chenford, that guy that came up and said that you two should be dating. You guys like would be perfect together.
Yeah.
Punch in the gut because like they were together. They were. And everybody knows that they would be perfect together because they're I think Melissa did an interview. I don't know who she did it for, but she's like, they're such opposite people that they mix, that they blend together. And they
Yeah, 'cause,
kind
like,
of they
coup
sync. Yes.
yeah, 'cause, like, listen, couples, if they're opposites, they'll either attract or they will hate each other.
It's like, what's it called? Magnets. Like if you're too similar, you won't, but if you're the opposite, if you're like that perfect, what's it called? Like mix, you'll
Right.
stick.
Right.
That was a um
It was a lot.
that was a
But
lot at once.
now we're gonna
But
talking we're gonna be walking towards the gala. We're gonna be talking about,
yeah.
so the first thing I want to talk about is how
Mhm.
whenever they first of all, can we talk about how good Luna looked?
Ma'am, Luna Gray. I've always loved Luna. Like since she first started showing up, I've always been like, who is this diva? Like, I
Like,
love her.
diva who, diva where? Definitely you.
Exactly. And like, Gray pulled. Gray
Even
pulled.
she even gave Miles advice, and that was so sweet.
I love how she's constantly putting people before herself. Honestly, she's just such a she's down to earth and we
I
love
love you,
Luna.
Sergeant Gray, but you are Literally the opposite of your wife. I'm
Literally.
sorry.
Like Gray is just so like serious protocol,
Only,
but we love him. But we
but when
love
it
him.
comes to his children, not his real children,
No,
but when
not
it comes
Dominique.
to Angela, when it comes to all of
Lucy, when
them,
it comes to everyone,
he will go hell and back for them.
exactly. And I love how I'm gonna go back in time a little bit. When I'm gonna prepare yourselves, guys. When Jackson died, and he was
Trigger
like, "I
warning,
lost
trigger warning.
trigger warning." We'll put something up before. He's like, "I lost a kid who was like a son to me." And when
Like
Jackson
what I'm
died,
feeling is diabolical, and I'm just like, me
you're
too.
ugh. And then I hate to say this, but Aaron kind of moved in. Aaron was kind of like not his new son, just another son. And I wonder who, because Tim's always been his sort of son in a metaphorical way. But I would love to see sort of, because I feel like with Seth now, it's kind of like with the cancer, he's like, the department will always have your back and stuff. And I'm like, I just
Oh,
want to
so
see.
I feel like Seth is lying about the cancer thing.
I was a Seth believer until last week. I had some thoughts, but like I was a believer. I'm like, no, he's not lying. He's fine. He has cancer.
Oh my
He's
god.
fine.
Until have you seen the thing where on TikTok it says that he looks like Caleb?
We have
Dude.
to talk. Hold on. We have to talk about this because I'm a little mad. I'm hoping next week we can get back into the murders, the burying, because as much as it's traumatizing, also another trigger warning. I would love, not love, but love to see a Lucy flashback
Mm,
about the day of death and all the like, because I feel like it's just too perfect of a coincidence that like these bodies are being buried. Lucy was, so I'm a little hopeful that we'll get some sort, because I would just love to get a Tim comfort scene, but I
yes.
think I'm a little too hopeful for that.
Only because Tim comfort scenes means more Lucy and Tim
Yeah,
scenes. And that will definitely make the relationship stronger.
absolutely. And again, I feel like I saw someone talk about this. This hookup might have pushed them back a couple steps because it's going to be a little awkward, I feel like.
I feel like it's gonna start a new
I
Chinford.
Yeah, a different, and I feel like people are so fixated on season 5 Chenford that they can't think of a new sort of relationship for them because of everything that they've gone through together and separately. It's going to be a different kind of relationship, and I don't think people understand that. But I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what happens with them.
Okay,
Um,
so going back into the Chinford Gala thing, I do
yes.
wanna talk I'm not gonna talk about yet, but I
No,
do
we're
wanna
not there
talk about
yet.
how when Jenny was like, "You look great," and then she was like,
Hmm.
"Doesn't she?" And then Tim goes, "She always
Hmm.
does." Like, Timothy,
The,
you know
the
what
look
you're
on
doing with that.
Yes, the look on his face when Lucy walks up, you can see his jaw is dropped. His jaw is dropped.
You see
And
the jawline, just like, damn,
it's
she's gorgeous.
he fumbled. He fumbled hard.
He really,
But but
but there's a chance for
that just means she's mine. No. Um um I love a lot of I've heard a lot of people have been vocal about this, how they don't think that Tim and Lucy are supposed to have the talkative relationship yet. Like after the breakup, like how they're very still close. And what I kind of have to say to that is like they were friends. Well, T.O.'s he was her T.O. first, of course, and then they were friends, and then they dated, and then now he broke up with her. So like before they
L on you,
even
Tim.
dated,
L on you, Tim. Anyways,
exactly. Exactly. But like they were friends before that. So like they have that foundation. yeah, their relationship broke. Yeah, like things went south, but they're rebuilding, and I think they need time and space for that, and they're different. Every couple's different, every relationship's different, so like
Mm-hmm.
the way they're handling it, I think it's good. I think it's good. I like it personally.
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like maybe we should talk about how Angela set up Graham
Yes,
and
yes,
Wesley
yes,
was
yes.
all for it.
He
Wesley,
was so happy about that.
I'm gonna be so real. If I was him, I'd be happy about it too. Because why are you trying to hit on my wife and you're having
Exactly.
dreams about her? Are you serious?
Exactly. I would love.
Secretly, Angela is mine. But we don't.
Exactly. Exactly.
She's
I
secretly.
would love, I would love, love, love to like, because obviously we stop hearing the audio recording after Wesley pauses it, but I would, because I feel like Wesley doesn't want to listen to the rest of it because he's too scared. But I would, because not not in any detail, but like, because like we know that um Angela would never do anything to hurt Wesley. Like, well,
Exactly.
just forever, guys. Also, just to be clear, I love Chenford's always going to be my number one, but like Lopez, they're just forever. Like Chenford could be struggling, but like Lopez is like
First of all, they're
the best.
married, and he literally went to
Exactly.
Guatemala to get her back. He
Exactly.
literally had a freaking guy that was trying to hurt his family just to
hmm
get her back.
hmm Like
He would
Lopez is
do
forever,
they
regardless
would
of
do
what anyone
anything
says.
for each other. They would do
Exactly.
anything for each other.
Chenford could be struggling, and I will be depressed, but Lopez is forever, and that's what I will go back to. So
Like,
I just had to say that. Um, but yeah, no, I love and at the end of the episode where she's like, "Yeah, Graham does our scut work," so she lets him have a crush on him. Like, girl, me too. If someone had a crush on me and they did my work, okay, go ahead.
I was like,
But
Angela, now Angela,
you're
girl.
unhinged.
And I kind of felt bad for Wesley because he's just like, so
He
you
was
knew
so
this whole time, and
nervous.
I could have told you this whole time. I could have told you how I felt,
Yeah,
really.
like
But oh,
no.
and whenever he gave Graham their hotel room key,
And she's like, "You gave
I
him my
was like,
hotel bed,
girl.
girl."
Mhm.
I mean,
What
um,
about whenever how Camilla and Miles broke
yes. Let's talk about let's talk
up?
because I think we should talk about the biggest thing last. Like,
Right.
we're we're letting y'all wait. Y'all gotta watch.
I
Anyways,
promise
yeah,
you will not regret it because it's about to come up
it's
in a
it's
minute.
gonna it's soon. I promise. We got like two more things to talk about, and then we'll get into it. Yeah, no, I don't disagree with him breaking up with her. Now, do I think? I mean, it's definitely like a gray area because she came out there to for him to support him and to
Quit
be
her
with him.
job to be with
Yeah,
him.
she moved across, sort of across the country ish. It's
Hmm.
closer than like, she moved from far away to be with him. And even though it wasn't her dream, she did it for him. But once she saw how important it was to him, she saw she didn't fit in. And
Hmm.
I guess I'm happy that both of them acknowledge the honesty, like Miles talking to Luna. I appreciate the honesty because it's like you don't want to lead her on. You don't
You
want to
really
make her think that you love her and you're gonna do this when you really have different feelings.
like you may still love her as a friend and everything, but you're not
Exactly.
in love with her.
Yeah.
And
There's 1,000% a difference.
I really do applaud him for doing that because most people
Mm-hmm.
they will lead you the fuck on until like
Absolutely.
the end to where it's like, yeah.
And then
So
they break your
now it's the
heart.
point to where like, what if he like cheated on her instead of doing that? Like
Yeah.
that could have made things completely worse, and they would not have been friends, which absolutely sucks.
Yeah. And the way he's like, I do love you. I still love you. But it's just not, they both need to move on. They both need to, I said something in my notes. Hold on. Hold on. They both need to, I think I said they both go their separate ways. Yeah, they're both going their separate ways. They're both going. for their dreams. And it's good on both of them, because if you're not gonna not support someone, but we know they'll both support each other, but it's like if it doesn't fit, it's not worth fighting for. Like if it's not, we're gonna talk about the promo because I just thought of something about fighting for people. Um
Uh-huh.
Raina knows. Raina knows. But like they both know what they need to do for their careers and for their lives and what they need. And so it's good that they acknowledge that.
And her actual support system is actually in Texas, whereas
Yes.
his careers and goals are in
Here
that.
in LA. Yes. Yeah. And then before we get into what everyone wants to talk about, I did want to talk about the missing girl case that Nolan and Selena worked on, just for a little bit. Um,
I personally think that first of all, he came in there with the freaking crowbar and just
yes,
knocked him out.
yes. I was like, damn. I'm like, okay, this guy clearly loves his daughter. He's clearly worried, but the way he hit the hotel guy, he started hitting people in the apartment. I'm like, good on you, Dad. Good on you.
And I'm just like, why'd you hit the okay, but you didn't have to hit that one
Didn't
guy
have to
in
hit
the
the hotel
beginning.
guy.
He didn't do anything. I mean, I get that he couldn't
He's
tell
just
you.
worried.
I
Yeah.
get he couldn't tell you which room he was in, but you could have just called the police and tell them to let you know where she is, okay?
Yeah. Um, and he came to the gala too, like worry. He's like, all these, you guys aren't looking for my daughter. You're just here partying. And when Gray said the LAPD is 24 hours, I kind of started laughing because, like, that's kind
I
of funny.
definitely giggled. I
I
definitely.
giggled. I giggled for sure.
It was giggle worthy.
It was, yeah. Anything Gray says, to be honest, is giggle worthy. Um,
Okay, so the last thing before we talk about what we've all been
yes.
looking for,
We've all been waiting
uh,
for.
let's talk about the little brawl that happened with
Yes.
Tim
And then
and
that'll lead into
that happened with Tim and
everyone.
Eddie. Like,
Yes.
first of all, let me just say this. First of all, you're trying to assault a police officer, not just a police
Exactly.
person,
But
not
Tim
just a
Bradford,
police officer, but Sergeant Bradford.
Sergeant, you
First of
touch my
all, what is
man,
wrong?
you get through me. Like,
Not only that, let's be real. You do not want to mess with the Tim Bradford because you
no,
know
like,
you will get fucked up and knocked out.
not this
Okay,
man is 6'2". He's, you know,
you don't want that coming for you.
no, no, no,
I
no, no.
mean, I mean,
And the
I
way
mean, but,
I would, not like that,
but
but
not in the
I
same
would.
sense. But like in
I
the
don't want you
Tim
to
Ford
fight me.
sense,
I don't want you to fight me, but like,
you can fight me.
you can fight me.
Yeah.
If
Okay,
God
now
damn.
the moment we have all been waiting for. We're gonna say it at the same time, okay? Three,
Three,
two,
2, 1.
one. The
The
Chinford
Chenford
hookup.
hookup. I didn't know
Okay,
what we were gonna say, but yes.
I have so many freaking things to say about this. But you go first, and then I'll talk
This
about.
scene.
It
I
started off so like slowly, and then it went straight dive.
and then the passion in them, because as we know, and I talked about this with one of my friends, Chenford hasn't kissed since season 6, episode 5. Let that sink in. That's almost a whole season ago.
That is the whole
Even
season.
though season 6 was short, but that was over a whole season ago.
Mm-hmm.
So to get this in such intensity and to get a hookup of all things, because honestly, I just thought they were gonna kiss, and then Lucy's like, "No, we seriously can't do this," and then she was gonna leave. But
But no,
no,
she's like, we shouldn't. He goes, I know,
I
and
know.
she looks
And
in
then
his
girl
eyes.
leans in.
No, she looks in his eyes, and she's just like, you know what? Forget all my moralities right now. I'm going
Yeah,
right in.
forget it all.
And my favorite thing about the hookup was the freaking neck kiss.
Sir, look me in the eyes and tell me that that is not the hottest thing you've ever seen Tim Bradford do.
I cannot do that because it is the hottest thing I've ever seen him do.
Because you're I have to put everything down for this because I couldn't breathe when I was watching that. He the way because I can't think of him any other way now besides this scene. And I don't think I should be blamed for that. I don't think I'm in the wrong.
I'm gonna be so real. She knew what she was doing as soon as he took that shirt off.
Freak in the sheets was legit. Was legit because the way he unwrapped the dress, everything.
You know that song? That's like, only bought this dress so you could take
Say
it off.
Taylor's Elena made a TikTok. Yes, we're gonna name drop here. Elena,
Yes.
our girl, we love you.
Mwah.
Made it. We love you, girly. We've made a TikTok about that, and I'm like, it's so perfect. I can't.
Oh, and
Um,
that other, remember that one edit that I made where it was like, when I met you in that hotel.
yes, the
Like,
hotel
yes.
room. Like, it's too perfect. And then let's talk about the door and the wake up the
So
day
before
after.
we talk about the door, let's talk about how Tim, I love you, but why would you say I'll see you at the station?
I'll see you at the station. No, sir. No, 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 no.
You should be saying,
The response
I'll
is
see you at my house tonight or something.
you're coming over. Because, like, I feel like he should have pushed them to talk because once again, this is gonna go like behind them. Lucy's just pushing this behind her, and I love you, girl, but
This does not need to be
make this into
behind me.
something. Exactly. And she's like, this is
Needs
just
to be,
a
they need to be face to face making out again. I'm sorry.
I fear I need it. I
I'm
fear I
gonna be so
need it.
real. I might get a little bit of hate for this, but you know what? I don't care.
Yeah. This
Some
is unpopular
people,
opinion central.
some people were like, I'm kind of mad that they hooked up. I only wanted a kiss. I beg your finest, most
Ma'am.
beautiful, weirdest pardon in the world.
Ma'am. No.
I'm glad we received that hookup. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no regrets on it.
And the fact I'm gonna go into the door because I have personal beef with this store.
Mm.
Lucy Chen, you knew you had something to say. So please speak up and say it because all of us, I know, Miss Girl, I know what's going through your head right now. I've been there. I've been there. Not in the way you have just now, but I've been there.
It was definitely those doors where like it's like really hard
I'm gonna
and like it
shut
shuts
so
immediately.
fast so you
I hate
can't say
those
nothing.
doors. I have personal beef with those doors before the Tenford scene. Okay,
Exactly, because also I made a parallel. I wanted to post it on TikTok, but I didn't. Um, but
y'all should comment down below and tell her to post it. Okay.
yes, I've already seen people post it, but I'll find the original and I'll tag her because she's amazing. But um, it was when Tim and Lucy had their first kiss when they were practicing for you undercover,
Oh,
and
with
Tim
the
walks
juicy
out.
thing.
Yes, and he's like, he's standing outside Lucy's apartment. He's like, "What did we just do? What happened?" And he's like, I Lucy had that same look on her face when she walked out of the hotel room, and I'm like, "So you're feeling this way? You just had this steamy moment the night before. Just get back together. Just get back together." This whole podcast is just going to be us talking about Jennifer getting back together until they get back together.
We're literally Chenford and Lopez, the stands,
Which
or
the
the
Jennifer
Lopez
Lopez stands.
stands. Okay, let's be real.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also, another thing I wanted to talk about was whenever they did get to the station and everything, and in the elevator,
A little bit there.
it was like, I'm not sorry about last night.
I'm not sorry.
And then he
And
goes,
me neither.
neither. What do you,
Yes. What do you
what do you mean?
what do you mean? Exactly.
And then she just
Um,
had to say, but this can never happen again. Yes, it can.
ma'am, we know what's gonna happen again tonight. In the truck. Nope. That's not appropriate for TikTok. Don't don't flag us. Um,
Not only that, I wasn't grumpy last night.
no,
Oh,
I definitely wasn't.
the word she used the word definitely. Okay, do
Definitely.
not use that word unless it was really
Unless
good.
it's so important. Yeah.
Obviously, that the night she had was the best night she's had in a long
Yes.
time.
And I I talk about this a lot and I say this a lot. And so you're going to hear me say this a lot on this podcast. Chenford heals me. The way that they look at each other, the way that they think about each other, the way that they talk about each other.
Proves to me that true love exists.
I will
Love
not.
you, Rosalind.
Yes. There's a difference between Tim and Lucy and Eric and Melissa.
Exactly.
We will put this in all caps, exclamation points, alarms. There's absolutely no way that there are still Eric and Melissa shippers out there. I don't know how y'all exist.
I'm saying.
I love Eric and Roz. I
Chenford
love them.
shippers for sure. But
Eric and Roz
Rosalind
and Eric.
Eric are just the best couple in the world.
Oh
They've
my
been together
God.
for 19 years.
We love them. We adore them. Their kids are gorgeous. They are gorgeous. Everything. But what I will, Chenford, just, I will not accept love from anyone who doesn't look at me like Tim looks at Lucy. Because if you do not feel the same pre season 6, so season 5, season 4, all that, season 6, because yes, for a couple episodes when Chenford was together and they weren't fighting.
I just want to give like a little shout out to my boyfriend because he totally looks at me the way
Absolutely.
that he totally
Absolutely.
looks at me the way
Yes.
that Tim looks at her.
And I just won't accept it. I won't accept it. I know I deserve more. And see, I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet and know what I deserve. I'm sitting down right now, but I know what I deserve.
Exactly. And
I'm not
it's
going to tell
Chenford
anyone
love.
what I deserve.
It's Chenford love that we
It's
deserve.
Chenford type of love.
Right. So the last thing that we'll be talking about before, like for the last episode,
Yes.
we'll be talking about Bailey and Nolan about how she did not
Yes.
go to the house that night, but
Yeah, she did not come
sleeping in
home.
the firehouse. And she really wants them to get back together, but it was definitely a lot going on, and
Yeah.
I know it was really, really hard for her.
You can hear the desperate, the desperate,
tell she was
desperateness.
You can
Yeah.
tell she was crying before she called him.
When she said, I don't know how to fix this, please fix this. She's like, she said what she needed to say. She needs Nolan to realize what she did was in her best interest in the state of mind she was in.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way I can explain it, because I think they're both just angry about the same thing, but they both think they're right.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't know how to communicate at the moment.
They just need to communicate about it, and I honestly think everything will be fine.
Yeah, a lot of people are thinking that they're gonna break up. Absolutely not. A lot of, also, they're married.
They're literally
they would
married.
not
They
get a
can't
divorce.
they can
Can't
like
just
have
say we're
like
done.
a week break from each other, and they might have
They've
breaks.
dedicated
Yeah, that's fine.
they've dedicated their whole lives to spend together. So I think this is just a bump in the road.
Not only that,
we're gonna get through it.
Nolan has never loved anyone like he's loved her.
Exactly.
She has never loved anyone like she loved him. So
Exactly.
deep in my heart, I truly think they will be okay.
And especially the cards that Bailey, even Nolan, that they've been dealt with Jason, and then Nolan with, it's not a romantic relationship, but with his mom. Like, just everything they've been through, they make each other better people and a better couple.
Not only that, Nolan's son would not stand for them breaking up.
Absolutely not. Henry loves Bailey. Henry
So
loves
much.
Bailey. So no.
They literally bonded over so much stuff. Like, it's not gonna happen.
Exactly. Like, it's not acceptable.
All right, so that's mainly what. But the very last thing, what we did want to talk about is Epicons 3.
Absolutely.
We wanted to basically just put it out there that me and Allie will be going to Epicons 3 together in Chicago.
Yes.
So excited to see each other.
I'm so excited for you to be in like my city. Like, that's
insane. Stay tuned because we will be interviewing all of the rookie cast. We will
hopefully
we'll be posting like many things, but like we'll get to like the big things. Definitely.
And if you guys have any Epicons questions, I went last year. I can answer. I made a TikTok. If you can go on my TikTok, there's a kind of what to know before you go to an Epicons convention or Epicons event. I have that.
and
But if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment. Absolutely.
And we will put both our TikTok and Instagram in the description.
Yes.
And everything. We'll make sure you guys are completely updated on everything going on. but definitely the day before the actual convention, me and Allie, we will be doing like a little like it won't be a full podcast, but it'll probably be like maybe 20-30 minutes
Yeah.
because we'll actually be together at the time.
Yeah.
So we will do like a mini podcast. We'll be doing
Yeah, that'll be the first time I think we'll be together,
Mhm.
like doing a podcast episode. That's crazy. So
Unless I
yeah.
have to drive down to Chicago, like
Yeah, unless
then like
Raina comes.
I'm gonna be so real. Maybe in like May,
Yeah,
like late May, I might come to
yeah, I'll be
Chicago
here.
to see her.
I'll be here. Yeah.
Maybe.
As long as I'm not visiting my dad in Arizona, I'll be here. But I'll keep you. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll do a little mini podcast, and hopefully, if I get enough here, this is a little goal for me. I've wanted to get to 1,000 followers so I can go live.
hmm
So if we can get me to 1,000 followers so we can go live, maybe for I did want to talk about something real quick. I saw on a TikTok that the rookie may not be getting a renewal.
I saw that, but I think it's fake
I don't know. Again, yes, I don't know how because
because it was on Wikipedia and Wikipedia.
let me look on ABC. Does ABC have any cancellation news yet? Uh,
Yes. Better not.
it's 2025 actually, Allie. Um, okay, I don't think it has anything yet. So unless I hear anything directly from ABC, I'm not believing it.
Right.
But if we can get me to 1,000 followers so I can go live, we'll hopefully be able to go live for rookie episodes. So if you guys, I'm at 778 right now. So
hmm
just need 300 more. And then hopefully I can go live for Epicons because that would be
Yep.
insane.
But this is the end of the
Yes.
first episode of the Rookie Girls Talk
Yes.
podcast. It was so fun filming this,
Yes.
and
I'm
we are
already
so
having so much
excited.
fun.
We're so
Yes.
excited for more episodes to come.
Yep.
I promise you guys will not regret watching them
No, literally.
because we will be having guest stars. We will be having like,
We're gonna get rookie cameos, so stay
Mhm.
tuned.
and they will
In
be talking
literally
in the
2 weeks.
podcast.
Yeah, like we'll be
But the first one will be Dylan,
yeah.
so make sure you guys get ready for that. It's going to be so exciting.
And if you have any questions we'd like to include in the cameo that you want us to ask Dylan, just let us know.
Definitely just let us know.
Yeah.
But we will see you guys in the next episode
Yes.
on Thursday. We love you guys so
We're so
much.
excited. Bye guys.
Bye.
Is that a baton in your pocket? Or you just happy to see